Welcome to the Bare Metal Cyber Security Plus podcast. This series helps you prepare for the CompTIA Security Plus exam with focused explanations and practical context. For a companion study guide, check out the Achieve CompTIA Security Plus 701 Exam Success by Dr. Jason Edwards. It is the most concise and complete Security Plus guide on the market, built for busy professionals who want to pass the exam fast and on their first try. You can find this book and others at cyberauthor.me. While firewalls and network sensors play a big role in perimeter defense, true security requires visibility at the edge, where users, endpoints, and sensitive data live. Many security incidents begin or escalate on individual devices or through misused data flows. That's why endpoint and data monitoring tools are essential components of any security architecture. In this episode, we focus on two key technologies: antivirus solutions and data loss prevention systems. These tools work behind the scenes to detect malware, prevent leaks, and enforce control at the most vulnerable layer, where people and information meet. Let's begin with antivirus solutions. Antivirus software has been a staple of cybersecurity for decades, and while it has evolved dramatically, its core mission remains the same: detect and respond to malicious code on endpoints. Today's antivirus tools go beyond simple file scanning. They monitor behavior, intercept suspicious processes, and respond to known and unknown threats in real time. Modern antivirus solutions use a combination of signature-based detection, heuristic analysis, and behavioral monitoring. Signature-based detection compares files against a database of known malware. Heuristics examine file characteristics and code structures for signs of malicious intent. Behavioral monitoring watches how programs act once they're running, flagging activities like unusual registry changes, file encryption, or attempts to disable security services. Antivirus tools can be deployed on desktops, laptops, servers, and mobile devices. In most organizations, they are centrally managed, allowing administrators to push policies, schedule scans, and collect logs from across the environment. Many tools also integrate with security information and event management platforms, feeding alerts and insights into broader monitoring systems. Let's explore a real-world example. A legal firm uses antivirus software with real-time protection across its staff laptops. One morning, a user downloads a seemingly harmless PDF attachment. As soon as the file is opened, the antivirus tool detects unusual behavior, attempts to spawn a PowerShell process, and download a payload from a known malicious site. The tool blocks the activity, quarantines the file, and alerts the security team the user's system is scanned, cleared, and logged, all without the malware executing successfully. This kind of proactive defense is the strength of modern antivirus solutions. However, effective antivirus deployment requires thoughtful planning. First, updates are critical. Signature databases and behavioral models must be refreshed regularly to detect new threats. Automated updates help, but administrators must verify that updates are reaching all devices. Second, exclusions should be carefully managed. Some applications or directories may be excluded from scans for performance reasons, but overly broad exclusions create blind spots. Finally, antivirus software should not be used in isolation. It should be part of a layered defense strategy, supported by endpoint detection and response tools, network monitoring, and user education. Now let's move on to data loss prevention, often abbreviated as DLP. While antivirus tools focus on detecting malicious code, data loss prevention tools focus on monitoring the movement of data, especially sensitive information like customer records, intellectual property, or health data. DLP systems help ensure that data does not leave the organization in unauthorized or unintended ways. Data loss prevention tools work by classifying, tagging, and tracking data as it moves through systems, applications, and networks. They can monitor emails, cloud storage activity, USB usage, clipboard transfers, print jobs, and more. When data flows in a way that violates policy, such as sending a social security number in plain text, copying protected files to a personal drive, or uploading confidential documents to an unapproved website, DLP tools can alert, block, or encrypt the transfer in real time. Let's take a practical example. A healthcare provider implements a DLP solution that scans outgoing email attachments for protected health information. One afternoon, a nurse attempts to send a spreadsheet containing patient records to a personal email address for remote work. The DLP system flags the message, blocks the send, and alerts compliance officers. They follow up, explain the policy, and help the nurse find a secure way to share the data. No breach occurs, and patient data remains protected. DLP tools can be deployed at various layers. Network-based DLP systems monitor data as it moves through gateways and perimeter firewalls. Endpoint-based DLP agents watch local activity on individual machines, such as copying files to USB devices or printing confidential records. Cloud-based DLP tools integrate with platforms like Google Workspace or Microsoft 365 to monitor collaboration and storage behaviors in cloud applications. Effective DLP requires policy development. Organizations must define what data is sensitive, where it lives, who should access it, and how it should move. Rules must reflect legal obligations, business needs, and user workflows. For example, marketing teams may need to share customer data with approved partners, while finance departments may need to restrict internal file sharing. Balancing security with usability is key. DLP tools also require tuning. Overly strict policies can generate false positives or disrupt business. Too loose and sensitive data may leak undetected. That's why DLP programs often start small, with specific high-risk data types or user groups, and expand over time. Continuous review, incident response integration, and user feedback all help refine DLP effectiveness. Let's look at another scenario. A software company uses DLP to monitor source code repositories. The tool is configured to flag any attempt to upload proprietary code to external sites like GitHub. One day, a developer mistakenly commits confidential code to a public repository. The DLP system detects the pattern, blocks the upload, and generates an alert. The issue is addressed before the code is exposed. In this case, DLP not only prevents data loss, it protects intellectual property and business advantage. To summarize, antivirus and data loss prevention tools play vital roles in endpoint and data security monitoring. Antivirus software defends against malware, ransomware, and system-level threats. It watches for patterns, behaviors, and anomalies on individual devices. Data loss prevention tools monitor how sensitive information moves, detecting and blocking unauthorized disclosures through email, storage, or external sharing. Together, these tools strengthen your ability to protect what matters most: your systems and your data. For the Security Plus exam, expect to answer questions about how antivirus and DLP solutions work, what threats they address, and how they are deployed and managed. Be ready for scenario-based questions that involve identifying the right monitoring tool for a given risk. Review terms like signature-based detection, real-time protection, policy enforcement, data classification, and endpoint monitoring. They are likely to appear on both multiple-choice and performance-based questions. Thanks for joining us for this episode of the Bare Metal Cybersecurity Plus podcast. For more episodes, tools, and study support, visit us at baremetalcyber.com. And before you take the test, make sure to check out the practice questions in the book Achieve CompTIA Security Plus SY0-701 Exam Success by Dr. Jason Edwards. They cover every domain and are a powerful way to lock in your knowledge.